Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we've got the shorter nails out today just because we are going to be stamping. Here is my botanical collection, plate number 20 today that we'll be using. This one is from Moyou London, and as you can see it's very cute. Bee inspired, a bit of floral on there too, so we're going to do a whole bunch of stamping. This whole nail design is strictly based on that stamping plate. We'll be using 3 stamping polishes, black, white and a yellow. So all 3 of those are from Born Pretty. I absolutely highly recommend them. They're great for beginners and even not beginners, anybody really. They're super affordable and they work amazingly, so highly recommend them. And we also have a yellow to match the stamping yellow, and we also have a white gel polish. So those will be the only 2 gel polishes used today. The white gel polish is from Cloud Beauty and the yellow is from Vanalisa. I know I've been reading quite a few comments recently that you guys preferred when I use different brands, more affordable, and I know that I've been using Madam Glam quite a lot recently. It's just because I absolutely love the brand. It's not because they ever send me anything. It's truly from the bottom of my heart that I just completely love them. But I absolutely hear you, so I will make sure to pick up more of those more affordable gel polishes. I have a bunch of them. I like a bunch, so I will make sure to do more videos including them as well for you guys. And also kind of more reviews and maybe more showing colours, so in case you guys want to buy any colours, more of the affordable ranges on AliExpress, and now I'll make sure to do a bit more content around that. I have recently been uploading a little bit less just because I've been quite kind of creatively locked up. I just can't seem to find the joy in making the videos at the moment. So I took a bit of a break, a bit of a refresher, and I'm feeling a bit more happy about recording and filming again. I've got a couple of different ideas, so you might end up seeing a slightly different content on my channel, or maybe the way it's edited is slightly different. I feel like I've just been filming the same kind of content for quite a while now, and I just need a little bit of a change, so I hope you guys don't mind that. So we are going to start off with our stamping. I have applied 2 layers of gel polish already in the background there on all of those tips, and they have also been cured. So this first nail is the yellow one. And I really enjoyed the flowers and the bee kind of nail design there that they've got, the image. So you could reverse stamp it and kind of colour it in if you wanted to, but I just kind of wanted it just as it was, so I stamped that down and I made sure it's not across the whole nail, and that was a strategic decision just because it wouldn't have covered the whole nail and I would have to kind of connect the images together, and I just felt like that image was just way too hard to connect. So I thought, nope, I'm going to stamp it as far as I can, and then we're going to stamp that little line there to kind of give it like an outline. So that's done. We can work on our next one. The next one is super fun. We're going to do some honey little drips. You'll notice that I'm kind of switching between different stampers. So I'm using my circular stamper and I'm also using my rectangle stamper. There's a reason why I'm doing that. So the round stamper, I quite enjoy picking up just maybe like a bee or even this kind of design there. When it comes to something that I want straight, I use my rectangular stamper, so such as a line or anything like that. I highly recommend the rectangle one. So it was something I actually never realized before. When I first started stamping, I didn't realize that stampers matter as much, but they really do. It does make your life so much easier. You could definitely become a pro at using your round stamper, for example, to do absolutely everything. That's completely achievable. But since I have both at hand, I thought, why not just pick up the one, so just to make my life so much easier. So we've stamped the kind of honey dripping image right at the top of the nail. I've then stamped a bee below it, and then they had these gorgeous cute little stars, and I thought, let's stamp those too. So there's a funny story actually with this nail design. I actually created this nail design a whole year ago. So this nail design has been waiting a whole year to be filmed. It's just by the time I created this nail design, it was a bit late in the year, and I had other priorities and other designs that I was a bit more excited to film and show you guys. And before I knew it, we were all basically in October time, and there was no way I could have probably uploaded a bee spring inspired nail design in October, so this one had to wait till now, but it's fine because you guys are still getting a chance to see it, which I'm so happy. I love it. So for this design here now, it's going to be a bit tricky, so I'm going to pick up the image a couple of times. So what I'm going to do firstly is get rid of all the little crowns, and I'm only going to stamp the bees with the black, and I'm going to pick up that image again with the yellow, get rid of the bees in that time, and then stamp the crowns in yellow. So it's quite time consuming, but I think it's very effective. I'm so happy I did it. I think the image looks so cool. Another different way you could have done it, rather than doing it this way, you could have also, for example, maybe colored the bees in with yellow. So keep the whole outline black, but color in the bees with the yellow. So that could have also added that little yellow, you know, touch into the design if you wanted it. But I thought, why not just give this a go, basically. I think it might have been one of the first times I did this kind of thing. I think, I could be wrong, there's quite a lot of stamping videos I've done in my time now, so there might have been a design I've done something similar with before. So we're just going to finish up with those bees, place them down, and then when you place your crowns, it's going to be quite difficult. You want to make sure it goes in between the bees, you don't want them going on top. So I do sometimes find using the rectangular stamper to be easier to stamp. Sometimes I feel like I can see more clearer. But yeah, like I said, it's all completely down to what you're comfortable with, what works best for you. Just like nail art brushes, I feel like there's also different nail art brushes to get all sorts of different things, but I feel like everybody has that one like super favorite nail art brush that they can just do absolutely everything with. So I'm definitely one of those people that I can just do anything with a certain brush. But of course, doing straight lines, for example, you would want to pick up the super long one. It just makes your life easier. Even though you could probably do it with your favorite brush, it's just easier and quicker to pick up that longer brush. So here's my attempt at isolating the crowns, and then me trying to figure out how to place them, because it was a bit of a pain. And I think in the end, yeah, I just ended up placing one at a time. So I was applying pressure in a certain area at a time to stamp the little crowns. So if you were to do it this way, you could just pick up one crown at a time rather than the whole image at a time, and then getting rid of the bees as well if you wanted to. All completely up to you. In case you're wondering, I do clean my stamper plates with acetone and the lint-free wipe. And then my scraper is from Clear Jelly Stamper. Clear Jelly Stamper. The stamper I'm using, the round stamper I'm using today, is from Moyou, and then the rectangular stamper is from Clear Jelly Stamper. All sorts of different companies today. All sorts of different ones. This kind of plate, I was literally so excited when I first got it. It's from Moyou. I think it was briefly or shortly after they announced this plate, well, released the plate. I was obsessed. I literally had to get it. It's beautiful. I do also have the Clear Jelly Stamper bee plates. They have slightly different images, of course, still bee themed, but slightly different idea and images. So maybe I could still, in the next couple of months, also before the summer ends, maybe do another bee set, but using the Clear Jelly Stamper plate, and see what we can create with that one. So we've done this one. I think it looks so cool. I'm so happy with it. I literally love it. So we've got, I believe, 2 more nails to finish off. We've got one that we will apply some crystals and a little charm thing. This one here, I decided to place one of those little centerpieces in the center with the white. Then I'm going to outline it, where you can see on the right hand side there's a little outline. So I'm going to use black to outline it. And then on the left hand side it says be kind, and I thought it was so cute, so I thought, right, we're going to stamp that in the center. You could have stamped a bee in the center, to be honest. They also do have on the right hand side, they have, what does it say, bee something else. You'll notice that I actually got a bit muddled up, and I was about to pick up the BU, but I meant to pick up the be kind. So I did figure it out very quickly. There you go, I'm placing it down, and I went, oh, that's not the one. Let's go and pick up the other one. There we go. So we'll place that down into the center, and then they also have these just simple little outlined flowers as well. So we are going to place those as well. We're going to place one at the top right hand side, and then one at the bottom left hand side as well. So for the last nail, we've just decided to leave the white one. And that's the one where we're going to place some yellow crystals, which feels like years since I last used some yellow crystals. And I had this cute little bee, little charm, I guess is what you could call it. I ended up getting that on Shein ages ago, probably literally last year around that time, if not longer. And yeah, so I was quite excited to use them. I have quite a few different kind of insect looking little charms, so I'm not a big insect person. So bees are probably the cutest thing you can get when it comes to nails anyways, but not real bees. I'm just scared of all insects. Don't really like it. There's the flowers. That's one of them. So I'm going to place this one bottom left, and it's kind of like half on the nail, half not. And then there's a flower on the right hand side on that plate, and I'm going to place that top right hand side. If any moment you get any little bits and bobs that you don't want on your nail, you can use acetone to wipe it away. It won't ruin your gel polish underneath because it's cured, and you would need to leave the acetone on there for quite some time before it starts to kind of like eat at the gel polish, so that's great. But if you are using standard regular polish, I know a lot of people stamp on regular polish, yeah, you would not be able to use acetone because that will completely ruin your color underneath. So I'm not quite sure what you have to do to go around that. So now it's time for our little crystals. So we've got the yellow crystals in the background. Those crystals came a long time ago from AliExpress, like years ago, feels like. Before I even decided to do bee nails, I think. I was quite interested in getting different coloured crystals. That I think I only got like one size because I was trying out different suppliers on AliExpress, and I was just kind of curious what quality they would be. So usually I'd pick up one size of a colour and then see if I like them, and if I did, then I would just pick up more. But yellow is just one of those colours you just, me personally anyways, I just don't pick them up very often, so I just never ended up getting them again. But the quality of the crystals are amazing, and if I needed more sizes, I would definitely get more from that company because they just did beautiful crystals. They're so sparkly. I don't know if the camera always gives it justice, but they are so sparkly. So I'm going to do a line right from the center, from the top to the bottom. We're going to place the bee in the middle. Then I will go ahead and cure it before we stamp. We are going to do a little bit of stamping in a second, but I will cure just because that charm is very heavy, and I just didn't want the crystals moving about and the charm kind of sliding away and not staying where I wanted it. So there we go, it is now cured. So I don't know if you can see, but we're going to use those dots on the plate, and we're going to place it on the bottom right hand side where you've got those crystals right next to it, so almost kind of like an outline to the crystals. So I'm just going to isolate it real quick and then place it down, and we're going to repeat that again on the top left hand side. So as you can see here, I picked up my rectangular stamper because I wanted the lines to be straight. If you ever struggled with doing straight lines, do give it a go. If you have both, do give them both a try and see the difference. Or, you know, maybe it's just me going crazy that there's a difference, but I really did find a massive difference using different shapes to achieve, you know, different looks. So yep, there we go. We're going to pick that up again. I do find rolling so hard with a rectangle. I'm so used to my little round one that rolling was quite hard with the rectangular one. So this one's going up top left, although now I've flipped the nail. There we go, and this one looks, I love how this one came out. So you want to make sure you top coat. I decided to go for matte, but you could go for glossy, and here are the final results. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll have as many links as I possibly can down in the description, along with any discount codes if I have any. So thank you so much for watching. Love you, bye.